It's your boy Noto, coming to you with more videos, coming to you with more content, man. And in today's video, we'll get right into it. When it comes to getting women, do what works for you. That's just plain and simple. Do what works for you. Because I didn't hear so many guys always worrying about what this guy is doing, what that guy is doing, and here's the response the women give to him and the way they treat them. Like, don't worry about the way they treat them. Worry about how they treat you. What works for you? When it comes to getting women, what works for you? You got to do what works for you. Things that work for me ain't going to work for another guy. Things that work for you ain't going to work for them. You got to understand that, guys. So, okay, let's get into this. Now, even if you like some type of nerd or geek or something like that, or you feel like it's like you can't do what this popular guy is doing or whatever, you got an avenue for yourself. You got to understand that. I know a lot of nerds and geeks that be classified as nerds and geeks. And again, plenty of women, man. You guys cannot just be sitting there just worrying about what other guys. That's where it really comes from. You're comparing yourself to what other guys are getting, and you feel like your life is full of shit because you're not getting what you want to get. But you got to understand, you focus on your own avenue. You got to do what works for you. You understand? Like, and it really starts with being yourself. Because trying to cap and trying to be something that you ain't gonna really work for you. I'm gonna tell you that straight up because I've done it. I've done it. Doing what flows the best is what's gonna work for you the best. Trust me. When you're being yourself and just like, you know what I'm saying, you can make tweaks to here and there, not trying to be too much of too obsessed or too much of a goofball or something like that. You know, but at the same time, being you is gonna be the best thing that you can do. Trust me, believe me on that. When you're being yourself, you're more comfortable in your own skin, and you're gonna flow way better when it comes to being around women. And then at the same time, they're gonna feel that. They can feel when you cap. You think a woman can't feel when you cap? You know, they know damn well you ain't like that. They know what kind of person you are, and the person you are gonna end up eventually coming out anyway. So do what works for you, bro. What works for me ain't gonna work for you. A lot of people could say that my personality and the way that I do things that I can't get women just because of the way I speak and saying that I speak all proper and all this. But at the end of the day, I can still get those same hood chicks that call me lame, and I'm still betting them. It doesn't matter to them. I've had hood chicks call me lame and say the way he act or whatever because I watch anime and all this other shit or whatever. But for some reason, they still in my inbox wanting me to smash. Okay then, right? So it doesn't really make a difference. What they say and what they do are two totally different things, and that's one thing that I learned real fast, guys. Real fast. What they say on the surface, that don't matter, especially when they get that lick up in them, or they just want to smash. What they want to do, whatever they want to do, man, it's gonna go down. And then what they really want is gonna come out. You don't have to be under influence of alcohol. I'm just using that as an example. But they're gonna eventually do what they want to do around you, especially when you're just doing what works for you guys. Sometimes it might be a certain style, sometimes it might be a certain way that you talk, a certain way that you walk, your whole demeanor. It's just you. Stop downing yourself and stop defeating yourself in the game because you feel like you ain't doing what this other guy is doing, or you feel like you ain't getting the results that you want to get and trying to impersonate something that you're not. Be yourself. That's the biggest thing about this whole video I'm trying to get across to you guys. Be yourself. Start there first. You can make tweaks to different things that you can do but know the biggest thing that's gonna work for you is being yourself. Because then you see who gravitate towards you when you're being yourself. Then you're gonna be like, okay, this is the type of. Now you know what you're working with. When you faking it and you end up attracting some other women, you don't know they ain't gonna be going when you ain't the person that you betray to be. And most of the time they're gonna be able to pick up on the cap anyway. And most of them will probably just roll with it. Most of them. They'll pick up on the cap, but they'll be like, all right, yeah, whatever. And they just find a little reason, and if they like you enough and they like how you look enough, they'll just roll with it. It's a whole lot of women that'll just roll with shit just because they like the way you look. Trust me. Trust and believe it. I can be a woman that I'm not really they type at all. It's been time, because like the thing is, girl, you can get women that you ain't that don't see you as your type, as their type. Trust me. For real. I speak on that from experience because you understand that. I look like a hood dude, but that is not my demeanor. You see what I'm saying? So as soon as I speak, I turn off hood chicks automatically. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them probably wouldn't want to smash, but they still, like some of them still want to deal with me. And it's been some of them that try to embarrass me in person and then let me smash in private. So it's like, come on, man. You just cannot just go off and just defeat yourself. And without even giving yourself a try. Give yourself a try. Don't sit there and try to personify another. Be your plain self. Do what works for you. What works for you, bro? What works for you? Being yourself, being within your own style, being within your own demeanor, walking the way you walk, and whatever improvements you make, just let it fit into your own persona. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't try to be Big Meech. Don't try to be, well, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just using these as examples. You know what I mean? Be who you are and see who likes that. You know what I'm saying? See who gravitates towards that. Because once you do that, you good. Do what works for you, guys. Do what works for you. It's your boy Noto, coming to you another video, coming to you with more content, guys. And remember, guys, anybody can improve themselves, they willing to work at it. I'm out.